Yo, how's it going, everybody? This is BeBomb. Just wanted to let you know we're gonna have some fire videos coming your way, like all the time, every single day. Every single day we're gonna be posting. It's gonna be every single day, bro, with that Disney Channel flow. I'm lying. I'm obviously not gonna be able to post that much. That's just not happening. But I'm gonna see if I can like do a video like a week. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what my biceps say. No, we're just gonna see. I'll just post like really like whenever. I don't want to put myself on a schedule. Yeah, but yeah. Enjoy this like crappy game that I'm about to play. All right, y'all. So I tried to play this game like earlier, and by earlier I mean like 5 seconds ago, and so I was recording into the freaking like wrong thing. I was recording into it was picking up my camera audio and not my microphone audio. So you couldn't hear a word I was saying in the video. And that made me really mad. So I'm re-recording it. I'm only like 30 minutes into the game. I'm still like at the very beginning. But yeah. I'm gonna like restart. Gonna start a new save. I'm just gonna pretend like I don't know. Like, I also moved the location of the cam. Like now I'm not on the right side, I'm on the left side. Yeah, I hope you guys like it. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself meeting today. It just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. I'm low-key with her. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ah! Ah! I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to say things like that when you say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, BeBomb. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean to everyone you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, BeBomb, have you decided on joining a club yet? Club? I told you I'm really not interested in joining a club. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations, where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting on with my day, while spending free time on games and anime. I was talking about I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself get that to her. I guess seeing her worry so much makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After, I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori walks up to me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello, Sayori? So Sayori must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait for me to come, even if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to your club. Mimi. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be plus. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told everyone at the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member. Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hehe. Don't make promises you can't keep. I told Sayori I can't tell if Sayori is really that much in her head, or if she's just so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. So he's not a third year, so he's either a freshman, sophomore, or senior. Everyone, the new club member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you here. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, BeBomb, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, just say it. Sorry, Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest of the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more matured and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet the both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Yes, that's right. It's great to see you again, BeBomb. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, BeBomb. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes! Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling a little awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table tray. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh-ah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little Kit Kats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate for use to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then Monica, then I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get ice on her face. And a cupcake around in my hand, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting on me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you talking to me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. Eh? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright. I give up Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying the tea set. She carefully places the tea cup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? That's what I was thinking. How can they just have a whole bakery in school? Don't worry, the teachers have information. After all, some hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Yes. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home right away. As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I feel so. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? Oh, you could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you at least a member of the debate last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something personally I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling my dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the clubs yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when that something doesn't grab your attention like literature. So you have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to find just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining the club. Though I don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So BeBomb, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer. I like reading books about how to trap, how to rap, how to get money, how to embezzle millions, how to launder money. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wanted you to say. Pardon me. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking. Never seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. Just right, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write down cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Iggy, your cupcakes and poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. So Yuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I am not cute! What am I playing though? What do you guys have me playing though? You're begging for me to play this. Like last video, I posted all the comments were just filled with people being like, bro, play Doki Doki Miniature Club, Natsuki, you write your own poems? Eh? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. He wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. Okay, I'm gonna try to get your voices, like your own individual voices. I have an idea for everyone. Ooh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write poems of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with one of each other. Yay! That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, BeBomb? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I've bluntly come forth what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. So Yuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. What? I'm sorry, I thought, BeBomb. You all are defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes all light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really came for cupcakes, I would fool it. And that makes it official. Welcome to the... thanks I guess. Okay everyone. I think that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. And then like a plane comes down like... Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks at me once more. BeBomb, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hehe. Yeah. Can I really impress class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel like the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey BeBomb, since you're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. So Yuri and I never walked home together because she stayed after school for club. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between me and the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will follow me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, I'm writing a poem. Okay, so this is like about where I stopped earlier. I have not played the game forward. I've not played the game going forward. Yeah. Okay. Fantasy promise. Oh. Okay, wait. How does this work? Jump. Oh. Wait. Death. Oh, it's like what they. Huh? Wait. Why did she jump? What did Sayori jump? Isn't that supposed to be her? Or romance? Hurt. What? Wait. Disown. Okay. Cage. Okay. Horror. This is gonna be like a horror channel, so I'm kind of disowned here. Nibble. Heaven Sing, explode, email, lollipop, massacre. Melody, melancholy, playful, sadness? What? Yo, she's like depressed, yo. What? Philosophy. Vivid fireworks, uncanny. Skipping defeat. Yo. Suffer in silence, type rap, tears. Despise, shame. Bro. Wrath. Judgment. Vertigo, I don't know what that means. Misery. Why was she jumping, bro? Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Leisure Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, BeBomb. I hope this isn't too overwhelming a commitment for you. Maybe you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh come on, Nikki deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to come here and just hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Boom! Roasted, bro. She blaming you. She blaming you. She blaming you. She blaming you. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Baka! Don't worry, guys. BeBomb always gives it his best as long as you have him fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable! Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and BeBomb can become good friends too. Um, Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Yeah, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. Yuri, what is it? Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I just wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well here. He reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading that much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I would feel bad. Just a glimpse at the cover of the book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, it seems to be the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that makes her only hide her face deep into the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter, sensing that I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you have two copies of the same book? Ah, well, it's not that the books were yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What about it anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and her eyes scan over the back. The book title is Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous eye-looking symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does, her life suddenly gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from the human experiment program, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from you. Ah ha ha. Oh. Ah ha ha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, BeBomb? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I would hope so. Yeah, I totally forget that Yuri is into these things. She's so shy. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, it's not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made oh they're made to be they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with their own plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something truth. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. And that just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading, right? You, you don't have to. Ah ha ha, what are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah, yeah, are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's... I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company of someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. It can be a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, aha. Here, this should work, right? I slid my desk until it's up against Yuri's and I hold my book more in between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a bit more, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to open the book. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the pages. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah, I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after moving it to the side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready, to turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Glanced over at Yuri's face. Yo, she's looking at me. And our eyes meet. I don't know if I'll be able to keep this up with her. That's okay. She's smiling now. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own I don't even know what that word was. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Diddy. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all the things she says and does. She's like afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent on some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But BeBomb, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Uh-huh. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Bro, third partied. I just got third partied, bro. Just got third partied. It's about time we share some of the day's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Ah, Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my cups. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much preference either way. In that case, I'll read it a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters in your own time. Alright! I stand up and make a mental note of where I left off in the book and split back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Baga! My fault, yo. I couldn't really. Oh, okay, go back. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done anything like this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can wait! So Yuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Yo guys, I apologize, but that's probably gonna be the end of this video. I kind of just want to do these in like one takes. Like I don't want to like shoot this, come back, um, shoot some or record some, go off, come back, and then like start re-recording. I don't know. I'm probably gonna like upload this like I don't know. It's March 8th right now. I don't know. I'll probably have this out like Monday, probably, or later today. I don't know. We'll see. With that note though, I'm probably gonna go to bed. Um, yeah, this is 41 minutes that I'm gonna have to sit through and edit. I know this game is like is like it's disguised as like a dating sim, but the game's like really like a horror game. So, um, I'm just gonna like I don't know. This will go up when I go up. With that being said, bye y'all. Praise God. Have a good day.